welcome everyone to my another video and welcome back to my channel Learn SQL with Shahid. Yesterday we have end with history of databases. Before proceeding, we will go through review yesterday what we discussed and yesterday we discussed how Microsoft evolved and what are the competitors and what are the business and components Microsoft has. We have discussed about level 1, level 2, level 3 and what we are going to proceed in our future classes and our competitors in the market like IBM, DB2, Oracle, Postgres, MySQL and what is SQL Server? SQL Server is the RDBMS system developed by Microsoft where we can store the data and retrieve the data and we can manage large volumes of information in a database in the form of tables and how to connect to SQL Server using a client server architecture. We can connect through server and from there we can access database through connecting SSMS tool and we'll be discussing in future about SQL Server architecture. What are the layers, relational protocol and storage we'll be discussing future classes and what are the versions of SQL Server we discussed and SQL Server started from 1.2 to till now today 17.0 and also the benchmark of SQL Server is 2005 which is version 9.0 which brought a major value at the time. Like we have discussed about this version of SQL Server, you can take a screenshot of this. I will be pausing the video. Yeah, if you take, we will proceed. And why SQL Server is imported in 2005 because of its enhancement in security and management tools made wider environment where we can use RDBMS effectively. And also we have discussed about components of SQL Server, which is database services, analysis services, integration services, and also reporting services. Nowadays, like in SSRS, we have Power BI. They have enhanced it. It is also a Microsoft product where we can make good graphical representation of the dashboards and all. SQL Server databases as we services discussed as we'll be using only this SQL Server and analysis integration and this reporting services comes into the business intelligence team where we will not discuss about this and databases services we'll be discussing how to store handle queries transaction and how to manipulate and create the tables and structures and everything. Yeah, these are the components and yesterday's class we have discussed. Now we'll be going to another discussions. Yesterday we stopped with the history of databases. We'll be starting from history of databases and database software. Data was information. Data was information means we'll be storing the data in the tables. Like what is the difference between these two? That is data and information. Data means a name or measure of the fact. Like information means resultant form of the fact. And data is unorganized. Information is organized or processed, we can say. Like data means meaningful or meaningless, and information means must be meaningful. Like for example, what is this is like data will be stored in the rows and column. Information like will be for example information writing a story about today I am going to office. Today I'm doing this task. That is the information this is about. And what is data means like we'll be storing employee table. In an employee table we'll be storing employee data, his mail id, phone number, his designation. That is that makes meaningless or meaningful, we can say. This information it will be meaningful every time. That is the difference between data and information. How was data stored in earlier days? Before going to database where we store the data, we will be letting you know that from how it evolved, like storage in earlier days, in olden days. From the beginning of the mankind, they were storing data in a CD, floppy disk, DVDs, USB, and also they're writing this data in the form of uh, flat files and notepads. Like this, the this data storage has been evolved till now. Like to find a history of storage, you can read this list. Like storage like floppy disk, CDs, pen drive, and nowadays we have having database technology to store the data and retrieve the data. That is the main motto of our course. Yeah, first of all, like flat files. In flat files, there is data in modern in in olden days. They are writing this data in the form of sheets, like example notepads. Like this, they were writing. What is the problem means there is a duplication in the data. This repetition will be coming like uh, we'll be facing this duplication means two times. For example, my name is Shahid. I will be there will be a data in Shahid. That is the main thing we are facing the issues at that time. Like no formatting of the text and also duplicate data, and no also control F will type will search in nowadays notepad, right? That option was also not available in the olden days. And we have word star spreadsheet. In spreadsheet, search option was there, but duplication also was also there. We can, as we see, that is why database came into existence. Seeing this and all, what is database? A database is integration collection of logically related records or files. Like we'll be having when we create a database, we'll be having a data file. We can write a record in the form of tables where we can access the tables. We will not be like handling and writing and putting inserting data in the table. That will be the developer stuff. Developer team will be handling. We are here to manage only the data. Like we our day-to-day task is to maintain the database. Means maintain the servers, database. If any impact, we have to troubleshoot. These are the things we will take over. And other thing, developers, application team. There is lot of stuff we'll be going to discuss in our later classes. Database, like it is structured. The structured SQL means a structured query language. That is actually will be uh, we can fire some commands and store the data. We can update the data. We can delete the data. and also we can select the data. These three operations are the main thing in the database. So, this insert, update, and delete. We'll say for say as DML, data manipulation language. So why like I mean olden days we are selecting means we are managing data in flat files and also word star spreadsheet. So data was like very difficult to manage at that time. So DBMS has been introduced, and the father of DBMS we can say EF TET code will be I will be going to show you his rules, 12 rules EF TET code in later on classes. The database management system is a set of programs that controls creation, maintenance, and the use of the database. Like we are creating, managing, maintaining the data in the DBMS. Also, we use this platform like where application can connect to DBMS. Users like us, like a SQL database administrator, also a user, we can also connect. Other DBMS means other applications like Oracle also can connect. SAP can also connect and retrieve this database data. We have four types of models mainly: relational model, hierarchical model, and flat files, and object-oriented database. What are data models? A data modeling is a language to define the schema of each database hosted in the DBMS. It is a modeling. We'll be discussing this in later on classes. Next video. These are the four most common types of model, which is hierarchical model, network model, relational model, and object-oriented model. We'll be discussing in next class what are these four types of model. For today, we'll be ending with this, and in next class I will show you in details and brief about these four data models. Yeah, thank you guys. I will be coming in next video and discuss about these things later on. Yeah, thank you everyone, and if you like the video, please subscribe, share the channel. Thank you.